Hello there, handsome.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing fine.
You ready for another day at it?
Mm-hmm.
So today you just have your one class again after a 3-day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to talk about a couple of things. The last video we did, we talked a little bit about jobs. And when I posted it, I asked people if anybody knew of anything for software development that had an opening to let us know. And a couple of people said to be more specific on what kind of job you would be interested in, like what kind of companies you would work for and what your goals are and that kind of thing. So I thought we could make a little video on that. So I'll ask you a couple of questions. It'll be like an interview process. All right, Grant, tell me about your background. What are your degrees in?
I have a bachelor's degree in computer science and in mathematics. I'm going to have a master's degree in computer science.
That's awesome. Okay, what would you like to do with that?
What I'm hoping to do is software development, but more specifically video game development.
Video game development. And what are the steps to get in that field? Didn't you tell me there are some programs you need to download or something to start launching your...
Oh, yeah.
What are those?
Well, I mean, there's Game Maker Studio.
Okay. And you've got a couple ideas under your belt, some games that you've already created, correct? And you want to launch those on a platform. And what does it take to make a career out of that, make money out of that? People would buy those games? Is that how that works? Or the more they play them, or what?
It's people buying the game.
Okay. All right. And what do other games similar to that? What do they... Like, what would you buy a game similar to the one you're creating? How much would you pay for it?
I'm thinking I ought to keep it affordable, like maybe $20 at most, but I feel like even that might be a bit on the high end.
Okay. So it sounds like you'd need to create quite a few games in order to, like, make enough money to live on or pay for things. Is that right?
Yeah, but also people can, like, word of mouth and the like.
Oh, by a bunch of customers.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need experience in how to advertise for that, or does the platform that you would join, do they market it and advertise it for you? Something we need to research?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, between now and then, you've got some experience in software development, and I know when we've been searching for jobs, it'll say you must have experience in this, this, or this. And a lot of times that's not the things that you have experience with. So, you have experience with what? What are the software programs that you have experience with?
Well, I mean, I've worked with Python. I've programmed a game in Python.
Okay.
Remember for my honors project in Qualifications?
Okay. So you've got Python, and I don't know enough about it, but it seems like I've seen things when we're looking that say Java or C3 or different kinds of
Programming languages?
Programming language, okay, yes. So name some other ones that you have experience with.
I have experience with C, some experience with, I think it's C++.
Okay.
And then I've also worked with Java before.
Okay. And with those, I know your professor's given you assignments where y'all have to create or fix problems. Is that correct?
Well, we have to, like, write programs,
For what?
to do specific things.
To do specific functions?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
usually it's, like, math stuff, from what I recall, or, well, I don't exactly remember the details, but I do remember that's...
More math related?
mean, programming does involve a lot of math, just in general.
I know for like your budget spreadsheet, you're really good at spreadsheets, and you created a whole program to keep your budget in line, right?
Yeah, just formulas, you know.
Okay, so you have experience with that. You also, of course, have tons of experience with editing, grammar, transcribing now. You have, by the time you graduate, you'll have 6 or 8 months under your belt for transcription. Let's tell everybody what you do with that.
What I'm doing right now, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a student assistant at the Southwest Special Collections Library at Texas Tech. I transcribe oral history interviews.
And so some of the interviews are anywhere from 30 minutes to, what's the longest one you've ever done?
Well, this one I'm doing right now actually is like 2.5 hours.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So once you finish transcribing it, you also proof it, but during the process, you've told me that you have to go through and research a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the research? What does that involve?
Like if one of the people in the interview says something I'm not familiar with, I look it up, you know?
A term.
Yeah.
So you also have, or I think you would be good at data analytics, data research. I'm thinking of things that you could do remotely while you're launching your gaming career, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, anything else you can think of? And you definitely want to work remotely?
Yeah.
Or hybrid, where you could go into the office a couple of times or something?
Maybe.
Okay, because you do go into an office now.
Yeah.
And that is, there's just a few people in your office, right? You have one supervisor.
Yeah.
And you have your own desk, but you share the desk with others when you're not there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there a team board where you watch what your next assignment is going to be, or how does that work? Okay.
Yes.
So you've worked with teams, kind of. I know.
What do you mean teams?
Do you have to communicate at all, or do you have to?
Not really. There's a whiteboard up in the office where we can each see our list of assigned tasks for like each person.
So that brings up something else. You work best when the expectations are laid out, correct?
Yes.
Like written down on a board or on a piece of paper or whatever. Okay. And do you remember we talked a little bit about what the difference is between being paid hourly or being paid as contractor? Because a lot of the transcription jobs are contracting, right? Do you remember what contracting would need to do?
No.
Okay, you have to take out your own taxes. Okay? How comfortable would you be with that? Could you pop that into your budgeting spreadsheet?
I guess I could.
It would be a separate category than savings.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Don't think so.
Sounds like we're done for the day.